Inside the last 25 minutes of the SportsMax zone for this Tuesday, 2010 champion Spain have been dumped out of the FIFA World Cup after being stunned by Morocco in their round of 16 contest at the Education City Stadium in Qatar earlier on Tuesday. The teams ended goalless after 120 minutes of football. Spain were horrendous in the shootout, failing to convert any of their 3 spot kicks as Morocco secured their first ever quarter-final berth with a 3-1 win on penalties, 3-0 win on penalties. Spain-born Achraf Hakimi netted the winning penalty for Morocco. Now, in the day's second game, Fernando Santos's decision to bench Cristiano Ronaldo paid off as Portugal thrashed Switzerland. Let's look at the full results from the round of 16 plus the quarter-final matchups, which of course start on Friday. So we look at today's game. As we said, Portugal 6-1 over Switzerland. No goals between Spain and Morocco, but Morocco 3-0 on penalties over the Spanish team. And we remember the earlier matches: Brazil 4-1 over South Korea, Japan losing on penalties to Croatia, England 3-0 over Senegal, France 3-1 over Poland, Argentina 2-1 over Australia, and the Netherlands taking care of the United States by 3-1. The quarterfinals will start on Friday with 2 matches: Croatia against Brazil and the Netherlands taking on Argentina. And then on Saturday, Morocco take on Portugal and England will be taking on France. So can we start then, since we saw those epic matches today, with the Saturday matches, Morocco, Portugal, first of all, George and Maria. Tremendous football today. Sometimes people like to see goals in football matches, and sometimes you go to a match and it's scoreless and you feel let down. But that 0-0 battle between Morocco and Spain today was gripping.
Yeah, definitely gripping, and I felt as if despite Spain having so much possession of the ball, there were few opportunities for them to score, and when the opportunities came, they didn't capitalize on it. And as I said at the top of the show, the moment that the football match came down to penalties, it's as if, in my mind, Spain had already been defeated. And, I judged that based on the 3 times before when Spain had the opportunity to move ahead in a World Cup match. And once it came down to penalties, they were kicked out. So Morocco had a good chance today. But Lance, I just want to touch on that fixture that you mentioned. I think that was the last win for Morocco. I don't really see Morocco upsetting Portugal on the weekend. And if that were to happen, then to me, that would be one of the biggest upsets of this World Cup.
Well, to be quite honest, George can comment here, but unless Morocco could be leg weary from the drama and the energy sapping outing they had today, I see no reason why Morocco can't win their quarterfinal clash.
They have every chance of winning. What is true is that Switzerland planned for Portugal with Cristiano Ronaldo in the starting lineup. They got a Portugal without Cristiano Ronaldo, and the players' heads went spinning. Clearly, the coaching staff didn't do a good enough job of realigning the game plan in the 2 hours or hour and a half between them knowing what Portugal would start with in terms of the 11 players. So it was a bad performance by the coaching staff, and then the players, they couldn't make the adjustment, and so they suffered from it. Make no mistake, Portugal without CR7 in prime form are not 6-1 better than Switzerland. But circumstances contrived to produce the result today. All credit to Portugal. Morocco will be a different kettle of fish entirely. First of all, they're going to come compact. So Portugal are going to break down a low block, which we've seen them struggle to break down.
There were many times today, George, Spain approached the 18-yard box.
Yes.
And there were 8 or 9 Moroccan players in front of them.
And that's exactly what I mean by the low block. So it's going to be a very, very... Make no mistake, Morocco are not going to be ambitious trying to take on Portugal toe-to-toe with or without CR7. And of course, we expect him to be on the bench again. Yeah. They're not going to do that. They're going to say, okay, you want this thing, you're going to have to come and break us down, and we're going to try to hit you on the counter, and that's how they're going to try to pinch their goals. Yeah. Spain, as again, anybody who knows the Spanish side now and looks at the individuals, Ansu Fati was given a big contract too early by Barcelona. He's not an ace goal poacher. He wouldn't fire the goals that gave them lift-off in this World Cup. Alvaro Morata, the Chelsea fans will tell you, the Juventus fans will tell you, the Atletico Madrid fans will tell you, he's played for all 3 clubs, is one of the most frustrating strikers in world football right now. On his day, he look as if, oh my God, where's this guy from? Which planet is he from? He's so good. Most times, he's going to disappoint, he's going to miss chances, as he missed today. Mariah spoke about Spain getting chances, yeah? Then you look beyond those two. Ferran Torres is a winger. but repurposed as a more central attacker in the Spain side. He's not a prolific goal scorer. So they have nobody to really get a gilt-edged chance and stick the chance away. That's what condemned them to defeat and a goalless performance over the not even 120 minutes only. The whole game they didn't score a goal, not even from the penalty shootout.
Yeah.
So you just knew that they'd have trouble scoring, as I said yesterday, and I can understand and accept them falling. But Morocco will be a tough nut to crack in the quarterfinals.
Yeah. Switzerland will be grossly disappointed with the result today. Not only that they lost, but how badly they lost. And especially because, George and Mariah, they have a reputation of being a solid defensive unit.
Yeah.
In their qualifying, they conceded only 2 goals in their group from 8 matches. And they were in a group with Italy. So, and even in this World Cup, I think they conceded 2 goals in 3 matches before now. So it is a team that has not been scored against easily. And to go into a round of 16 match and give up 6 goals would be crushing.
Here's the thing. Look at how Switzerland defended against Brazil.
Yes.
It took a Casemiro moment of brilliance, a slight deflection of Akanji's bomb.
That's right.
To beat Switzerland 1-0. They are an outstanding defensive team. In my mind, up to this point, they had the outstanding individual defender, Manuel Akanji, in the whole tournament, the Manchester City man. But today the wheels fell off. And look, this is, in football at the highest level, they keep on telling you that the details, the game is won on the details, the small details. Nobody in the Switzerland setup, nobody ever thought that they would have to prepare to mark Gonzalo Ramos at centre forward for Portugal.
Yeah.
So they had no plan. Okay, what do we do with this guy? What are his strengths? Somebody's flipping through, probably Googling Gonzalo Ramos to look at, okay, what do we do? And that change was enough to undo them significantly. And suddenly, Portugal, rather than having a slow player up front who can't run the channels like Ronaldo, is individualistic, who holds on to the ball, slows down the play. Suddenly, you had somebody who could dart into the channel, somebody who could lay off the ball and spin off the defender. All of those things contributed to the discombobulation of the Switzerland team, hence the very, very bad performance.
And I know you're saying that Morocco will put up a strong defense against Portugal, but I get the sense that coach will do something similar. He will spring a surprise against the Morocco team that, they probably wouldn't be able to catch themselves.
I would say there are no more surprises to spring because he has already played the ace in the hole, which worked brilliantly well today. And unlike Switzerland, who sought to go on the front foot against Portugal. As Lance told you, the Morocco performance against Spain, when Spain advanced the ball up the field, there were 8-9 men behind the ball all the time. So it doesn't matter who Portugal plays. If they play a combination of primetime CR7 and primetime Messi, it will be difficult to break down the massed ranks of the Moroccan defense.
I want to understand you properly though, George. Are you suggesting that if Cristiano Ronaldo started today, Portugal would have lost?
No, I'm not saying that they would have lost, but I'm saying that they would not have scored as freely as they did. That's a fact. There's no doubt in my mind, because we've seen the evidence of it for the whole tournament. That he slows down the play, because he's the only person on planet Earth, himself and Piers Morgan, who don't accept that he's not what he once was. And I'll give you this quickly. Leading up to this tournament, before he came on in the 73rd minute, Mr. Producer, is that right? 73rd minute he came on?
Just about.
Yes. Before he came on in the 73rd minute, Cristiano Ronaldo, before today, had played 514 minutes, Mariah, of knockout football at the tournament, meaning at the World Cup, not group stage football in the last 16 onwards. He has played 514 minutes. You know how many goals he scored in that time? 0. He has never scored in the knockout round of the FIFA World Cup. All his goals have come in the group stages. So I'm saying his replacement, Lance, gives you a hat-trick. On debut. Oh my goodness.
No, but I just want to know that you say that, George. So why is it that Ronaldo fans give Messi so much heat about not scoring in important World Cup games? If you have those stats.
Because Messi's goal against Australia was his second or first knockout round goal. I think so. His record is not much better.
I know it isn't much better, but it is a little better. So why Ronaldo fans behave as if Messi is a complete failure in knockout round of World Cup football?
Because in the way, and I'll explain to you, in the way that primetime Messi for Barcelona in knockout rounds of the Champions League would light up the game in any moment he chose. He failed to do that in his prime for Argentina, so they beat him with that 6. So that's why they did that.
Yeah, but they still don't have proper grounds, because the point Lance is making is, if we look at his stats, Cristiano
No, but I just gave you.
It's not a perfect.
I did, but I just told you why. Remember, I'm not saying I agree, but I'm just giving them the rationale.
For the record, George, I hate the way Messi fans talk about Ronaldo and the way Ronaldo fans talk about Messi. Because they are two supremely gifted footballers.
So the best footballers we've ever
all
seen.
have the pleasure of watching for well over a decade now. So I'm not sure why people want to crucify the one they don't favor, as if he isn't very good. And
in doing so, you deny yourself enjoyment of what the players bring to the table. Remember, again, I'll say it, and there are a lot of Johnny-come-latelys who are claiming Ronaldo fandom. I've been a Ronaldo fan from I was in university. I left university 17 years ago. And so my club built him and sent him to the world. Lionel Messi is I've never seen an individual like that. I'm enjoying both of them, and I have enjoyed both of them. And it doesn't matter that I was a foundation CR7 fan, so I can't be a Messi fan. And people attack me and say, how come you say, Man U on your side, and you support Messi? And I said, but that don't make sense. So because I love the two men as a footballer. No. I said something. I love the two men as footballers. My team behind the glass is having a homoerotic moment, which I will not share. I'm just saying. So yeah. But look, if you look at the World Cup,
I'm agreeing with you.
If you look at the World Cup, that's what I say. It's a blessing.
Messi fans crucify me because I proclaim without apology that Messi is not the GOAT. Messi is not the GOAT. And I'm a Messi fan.
Listen.
GOAT? Greatest of all time?
No. But watch this now. Look,
joke.
I'm
a Messi fan.
Let's get this on track though.
Yes.
Some time ago, about 3 weeks ago, I said on this show that the Netherlands at 16-1 were the best value bet at the World Cup. This was before a ball was kicked. This was before any football was played.
You said that. I remember that.
The Netherlands at 16-1, if you were going to bet on the World Cup, that was a team to put your hard-earned money on. Lance, Mariah, even though Argentina are standing in their way, the quarterfinal opponents, I am more confident than ever that is the team to have bet on before the World Cup started, because I guarantee you, Lance, you're a betting man, you know the numbers.
I'm not really a betting man.
When I say you're a betting man, you understand the betting. You know, and if you had allowed me to finish, you'd realize where I was going. As a betting man, I'm going to go that way again with the phraseology. You know, no bookmaker will offer you 16-1 in the Netherlands now.
No.
Nobody.
You would have bet that 4 weeks ago, and you'd be in business.
And you'd be in business. Nobody's offering you that now because you're going to.
Because I agree with you. I agree with you. I think they can kick Argentina out of the tournament on Friday, in spite of the fact that a massive Argentina fan is standing within 1.5 meters of me.
Well,
or sitting.
first of all, I'm sitting, and second of all, you saw the glimpses of magician-like Messi that we saw in the last match.
Against who?
You can
Lance.
Against who, Mariah?
Tell us, Mariah. Against who?
All I will say
is
against Australia.
Exactly.
At the World Cup,
with Pat Cummins and Mick Stark. And David Warner.
At the same level.
Pat Cummins and Mick Stark.
If that's the opponent we had to face, that's the opponent we will deal with. So stay tuned for Netherlands. Make sure and put your money 16-1.
All I say is, Mariah, for those who thought that Argentina would become unstuck against a team whose best player is Aaron Moy, who plays for Celtic in the Scottish First Division, Scottish Premiership. You need your head examined. It was never going to happen. And in the end, they struggled, but they got the job done. Fret not, they're going home on the weekend.
Well, I'm not as bold as George is, because I'm not saying they're going to lose. I'm just saying for the Argentina fans who are looking past the Netherlands, I think they better stop and watch this game, because it could go wrong for Argentina.
I know that Germany is out and you have no other team to worry about.
Brazil
but don't worry about my team.
Brazil is the team I picked.
We're going to break.
Brazil is the team I picked.